So I started something I probably shouldn't have started. I posted that video about Obama saying the sentencing was too much for some of the crimes that was being done, and how for 1 year's worth of keeping a prisoner in prison, they could get rid of all the tuitions for all the schools. And the thing is that I used a really bad example. I used prescription drugs. Yeah, those are horrible, and people get addicted to them, and they do have interactions and all this other stuff, and it's just really, really bad. But I was trying to avoid the stereotypical marijuana argument, but I just wanted to read something off of pbs.org. I'll post the link, but it says match the crime to the time, and these are the results of it. And it says state prisons have parole, and the result in actual time served for various crimes is often striking. Below, match the crime with the actual time served. As a point of comparison, on federal marijuana charges, the average sentence served is 42 months, no parole. 42 months, keep that in mind. Because sex assault, the average sentence served is 35 months. Homicide, 71 months. Rape, 65 months. Kidnapping, 52 months. Robbery, 44 months. And violent crimes, all violent crimes, 43 months. So my point was that if my daughter was to get, I mean, I know she's 4, but I'm just saying, if my daughter was to get arrested and she had, I don't know, 10 grams of marijuana on her, and she's going to get put in jail for 18 months because of 10 grams of marijuana that you can't even overdose on. I've never, ever in my 10 years as a medical assistant seen anybody in any hospital, in any doctor's office for overdosing on marijuana, or even any marijuana affected other drugs. Like, it doesn't interact with anything. My point is that if that was to happen, and I find out that she has to serve 18 months because of that, I would be pissed, because the person next door could be serving 18 months for sexual assault. And my point in posting that Obama video was just that some of the crimes that are being served out there, even like freaking cooking lady with the tax issue, that was stupid. Are you kidding me? She served more time than people with homicide. If it was a money incident, pay the money and get on with things. That's my whole argument, is just that some of the so-called criminals that are in prison right now, we're giving them a better life than we give our elderly or the poor kids who can't eat, who can't get food on their table, who don't get the Christmas presents. So we're paying for these criminals, so-called criminals. We're giving them a better life. I personally know someone who said, I need to do something to go back to prison, because he couldn't afford to pay his bills. He said, I'm thinking about getting myself caught and going back to prison because at least I was taken care of. How sad is that? That's my argument, is that some of these people that we're feeding, we're clothing, we're giving them a job, we're giving them a roof over their head. Meanwhile, kids are starving. Elderly is getting mistreated. That's my argument.